Here are 3 tips to improve your Feral Druid gameplay. Tip 1. Pandemics. This mechanic isn't as complicated as people make it seem. It can be boiled down to don't refresh your bleeds unless it's below 30% progress mark. With Thrash and Rake, that's 4 seconds. Rip is 7 seconds at full combo points. An easy visual I used was when the debuff timer gets to this point, then you can refresh your bleeds. When you refresh within the pandemic window, the remainder of the last bleed gets added on to the new bleed instead of it getting overwritten completely. Tip 2. Energy balance. This is the easiest thing to learn and get used to. So you always want to have at least 20 to 30% energy in your pool. But more importantly, you never ever want to cap on energy. Depending on your haste, your ceiling may be different, but a good rule of thumb is try to keep your energy below 70 to 80%. You only generate a finite amount of energy in a fight, and if you're capped, you're just throwing a chunk of it in the trash. Tip 3. Snapshots. This is the big one that arguably makes the biggest difference, but is the hardest to master. If you're unaware what snapshotting is, let me try to explain. Let's say you pop Tiger Fury, increasing your damage by 15%. When you apply a bleed to the target, it will have the 15% buff applied to it. And let's say Tiger Fury then runs out, and you no longer have the buff. The bleed that you applied with the buff will still be buffed until it runs out or until it's overwritten. This is the hard part. Remembering which bleeds have which buffs applied to them. So my tip for snapshots, if you aren't sure if a bleed that is applied is buffed or not, just let it fall off completely before refreshing it. Also, as long as you have proper cooldown usage, you'll eventually form a rhythm in your rotation and get a good feel for when your buffed bleed cycles are. Now get out there and tear shit up as a cute kitty cat.